Hey Hoopheads, Brad here with another breakdown of the Raptors championship run, and today I want to talk about the Raptors 107-85 win over the Magic in Game 4 of the first round. In this game, the Raptors were led by Kawhi's 34 points on 12 of 20 shooting, Siakam and Norm both had 16, and the Raptors held the Magic to just 42% and forced 17 turnovers as they pulled out to a lead in the first quarter and never let go of it. Let's get into it. The Raptors had 6 steals in the first 6 minutes of the game, and they did it by swarming players with multiple defenders and using active hands to take swipes at the ball or get into the passing lanes. On this play, you can see the Magic working it around the perimeter, and then as Fournier turns the corner off the handoff, Gasol is going to slide over to help out on Fournier, and Lowry is helping off Ross on Vucevic's dive to the basket. Fournier gets in the air and tosses it out to Ross. The pass is a little low, and then watch this close up by Lowry. He sprints out to him, stops, stays with him on the drive. Gasol with a little help to cut him off, and then gets the hands in there, able to poke the ball away. Great hands from both Gasol and Lowry there to force that turnover. And then this is an example of a good gamble from Kawhi Leonard. First, Gordon is going to run up for the handoff, and then as Augustine runs up, Kawhi jumps him a little bit, but he does it in such a way that he still has an eye on the ball, and he's able to spring up and intercept that pass, and even if he misses it, he still has Danny Green on the backside. Lowry can slide over from the weak side, and the Raptors will get into rotation. And then this is just quality individual defense from Danny Green as he reaches around DJ Augustine, able to poke the ball away from behind. And on this one, as Vucevic comes up to set the screen for Ross, you see Gasol come out with the trap. Nice active hands by Gasol to get the strip, and the Raptors were really aggressive with Ross in this game. They only let him get 5 shots off, and in this case, their defense leads to the Kawhi slam at the other end. And another thing the Raptors did really well in this game was their shot contests. You see the Magic working it around the perimeter, the Raptors really packing the paint and loading up on the strong side, and then as the pass goes out to Ross, Lowry closes out to him pretty aggressively but stops his momentum right up tight to his body, making him uncomfortable, gets a hand up right in his face. That's a great shot contest right there. This is another pretty decent one from Lowry. He knows he's not going to be able to block shots, so what he does instead is try to get a hand right in somebody's face, and especially if you're dealing with somebody who's not an elite shooter, that can make a big difference. And then on this one, the Raptors almost force the turnover on the trap by Serge Ibaka, and then the pass goes out to Wes Iwundu, and Fred gets up for the nice shot contest, flies by him, no contact, no foul, just a good job making him think about it. And then this one's Terrence Ross again, and look how far Siakam is pressed up into him. That's such a tough shot with somebody that close to you. Great job avoiding the foul, just getting a hand up to make him uncomfortable. And of course, even if you play pretty good defense and give a good shot contest, people are still going to hit shots on you. Aaron Gordon in particular had a nice game in this one, but overall the Raptors did a nice job of pressuring the jump shooters of the Magic. And now I just want to take a couple seconds to say that if you like my videos, the best way to show your support is check out the Too Much Hoops Patreon. You can get access to exclusive written and audio content and vote for which non-Raptors games I cover. Thanks for checking it out. The link is in the description and the comments. And then on this one, the Magic will inbound the ball, and eventually Ross gets it on the opposite side. And as Vucevic comes up to set the screen, Serge is going to come up for the trap. That's something they did a lot to Ross this game. He throws the pass over the top, and as Vuce drives, a good recovery by Serge, and even if he can't get there, you can see Siakam looming in the paint as well. The ball goes to MCW, and you can see Norm sagging way off of Iwundu into the paint. He's not a great shooter. And then the ball goes to Gordon in the corner, but Norm's already made it out there, pressuring him. He has to relocate and shoot a tough contested 3. And the Magic's relative lack of shooting really hurt them. There are a lot of guys that you can help off of without penalty. For example, here you see MCW get the ball. He comes off the Khem Birch screen, and Norm goes under the screen, plus Serge is sagged way down into the paint. They're fine with letting him shoot that jumper. It goes out of bounds, stays Magic ball. And then off the ensuing inbound, as Terrence Ross goes up for the shot, look how tight to his body Fred VanVleet is, making him uncomfortable once again. Khem Birch collects the offensive board, and then the Magic pull it out, and Aaron Gordon is going to try to take it into the paint. He gets by Siakam on the Birch screen, but Serge Ibaka gets way up to stop the dunk attempt. Don't even try it. That's a tremendous block by Serge to meet him at the top. Gordon has to shoot another heavily contested step back 3 in the corner. Great defensive pressure by the Raptors. And now as Fournier gets the ball and Birch comes up for the screen, you're going to see Serge come up for the trap, but the way he does it is great. He doesn't go super aggressive. He's just cutting off that drive, and even as Fournier steps back, Serge doesn't retreat to his man. He waits until he gets rid of the ball, and then he goes back to his man. And then the ball is going to get swung to Jonathan Isaac in the corner, and as he drives on Siakam, Serge is going to step up off Kem Birch while Lowry slides down from the free throw line. And the pass to Kem Birch does get through, but not before Lowry is able to get in position and take the charge. The basket doesn't count, and that's a turnover. And then on this play, Augustine is going to get a step on Norman Powell. Check out how Norm squares up to the basket and then sprints to get ahead of him, forces him to spin back into the middle where the help is, gets his hands up. The Raptors are able to deflect it out of bounds. That's great recovery by Norm on that one. And then on this play, as Fournier gets the ball and comes off the Vucevic screen, check out how Gasol has stepped up nice and high to deter the three-point shot. Fournier turns the corner and thinks he might be able to get by Siakam, but Siakam, a great job moving his feet, gets up, blocks the shot off the backboard. And then watch Aaron Gordon try to take Kawhi one-on-one. You see how Kawhi is putting his left foot forward. He's trying to bait Gordon into driving baseline. Now when Gordon does it, Kawhi is totally ready for it, stays with him, presses him towards the baseline, and then at this point, Gordon has no pass out of here. Every single Raptor is cutting off a passing lane, so that means he has to try and force it up. He misses the shot, and Lowry comes in to help get the board too. Probably a mistake for Gordon to try to attack Kawhi one-on-one. And then here as Augustine comes off the Vucevic screen, you see the containment from Gasol. The pass to Vucevic on the roll, nothing there. He kicks it out to Fournier and tries to post up. Gasol pushes him outside of the lane on the catch. Vucevic backs him down a little bit and then tosses it out for the repost. But as soon as he gets rid of the ball, Gasol pushes him back out. So when he catches it, he's even further away from the basket than he was originally. He puts up the tough turnaround shot. Gasol maybe got a piece of it on the swipe too. And then here the Raptors wind up switching this Vucevic screen, and Vuce is a little bit too much for Danny Green to handle, obviously. But as he turns and tries to put up the shot, Kawhi is rotating over from the weak side, able to get up and block the shot right at the top. Maybe got away with the goaltend, but looked pretty clean to me. And now Vucevic sets a nice screen on Danny Green, and you can see Gasol is a little bit low for Augustine here. It looks like he's going to be able to pop for the three, but Gasol just takes a step up, uses every inch of his length to get a fingertip on the ball and block the shot. One of the Raptors' 6 blocks in the game. And then on this one, as DJ Augustine runs off of Vucevic's illegal screen, check out the way Augustine stops coming toward the ball and just kind of fades out toward half court. That allows Danny Green to step into the passing lane. Good work to make it over that Vucevic screen. And with that turnover down at the other end, Lowry is able to find Kawhi for another dunk, the lead ballooning up into the high teens. And on this one, as Augustine comes off the Vucevic screen, Lowry loses him, so Gasol has to slide over and help out a little bit. But look how far Siakam is sagging off of Fournier. That allows Gasol to worry a little bit more about Vucevic, and that allows him to recover in time to cut off the dive to the basket, get up and swat the shot out of bounds. Nice individual defense by Gasol. And on this play, Gasol and Green switch the screen, and then as Gordon drives on Gasol, you see Lowry helping off Augustine, takes a swipe at the ball but misses. Green steps in to try to take the charge. He doesn't get the call though. Kawhi with the conservative closeout on Fournier, who tries to drive, and you see Lowry helping down once again. This time he doesn't miss it, able to deflect it. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, but Kawhi jumps out to save it and get the steal. And then on this one, you're going to see Gordon get the ball into the corner against Fred VanVleet, but Gasol is there under the basket. The Raptors are zoned up, and you can see how far down Siakam is sagging off of MCW. And then as MCW starts to drive, look at Kawhi down here. He's hiding behind Kem Birch, and as soon as that pass goes, he jumps the passing lane, almost gets the interception. Instead, it just deflects out of bounds. Nice work there. And then here, as Fournier gets the ball and tries to drive, he gets cut off by Serge, Green, and Fred, who all converge on him. And then as MCW gets the ball and drives, you see Norm with the short closeout so he can stay with him on the drive. Serge steps up for the help. Carter Williams tries to drop the pass to Birch, but that's just a tough window to get the pass through when you're rushing like that. And then on this play, just watch VanVleet as Ross inbounds it to MCW and then cuts. Check out how Fred gets his hand up in the passing lane, even though he can't see if that pass is coming or not. Nice fundamentals, and that allows him to deflect the pass. He's able to recover it and gets fouled as he goes down to the other end. And then as MCW tosses it to Ross, he's going to cut into the lane and then fade out to the corner. But Fred stays in the lane so that when Ross drives, he's there to try to take the charge, and he doesn't take the charge. But because of his presence, Ross gets a little bit flustered and ends up traveling on the play. And then as the Magic push it in transition, this is just an incredible block from Kawhi with the left hand. Great hustle to get back on D, great effort to get up and block the shot. And now off the missed shot, the Magic are trying to push it again, but several Raptors are back. Fournier tries to attack, but Serge is there to shut it down, so Fournier tries to pass. He ends up throwing it to no one, and Kawhi just scoops it up. And now as Aaron Gordon drives off the screen, he's going to get by Gasol, but Lowry is there to help out in the lane, makes this pass out to the perimeter tough, and that gives Siakam time to recover out to his body. Lowry with the nice closeout to the corner on Augustin, lots of pressure. Gasol springs the trap on him, and now Augustin has to force a tough pass out. Fournier can't quite get it. Lowry scoops it up, and then in transition, he finds Fred, who finds Siakam for the alley-oop to push the lead up to 23 points. That would be the ball game. The Raptors go on to win this one 107-85 to take the 3-1 series lead heading back to Toronto. Once again, it would mean a lot if you check out the Patreon. The link's in the description and the comments. You can get some cool exclusive content on there. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you thought of the Raptors defense in the comments.